Hello and welcome to the August 17th podcast for the Canadian Cycling Association. This podcast is dedicated to the recent results that we've had in July and early August of this year. To start off, I'd like to start with the Pan American Championships that were held in Tlaxcala, Mexico. These, as you recall, these Pan American Championships were postponed previously in May due to the swine flu epidemic, and the COPACI had decided to place these Pan American Games in the month of July. So these Pan American Games were basically focusing on the road and track cycling events. And here are the notable results. So Tara Whitten having a great ride in the ITT, where she finished third, so a bronze medal in the ITT, and won the individual pursuit on the track. Joanne Merville won the road race, very good ride, well assisted by her teammates. David Veilleux in the ITT for the U20 and the U23 category finished third. And moving on to the track, we had a men's team sprint that was lined up, and they finished with a bronze medal. That team was comprised of Leroux, Veloce, and Cossette. The women's team sprint, only two starters in that event. We got a silver medal, and the two riders were Whitten and Sullivan. So great ride on that side. And again on the women's side, in the team pursuit, we got a third place, so a bronze medal. The riders were Whitten, Dupont-Renault, and Brown. And finally on the track, a notable result by Travis Smith, finished third in the kilo. Moving on to BMX, BMX Worlds were held in Adelaide, Australia earlier in July. And the two notable results, Sam Cools and Tori Nyhog, respectively finishing in the finals, fifth in the elite women with Sam Cools, and junior men, Tori finishing fourth in the final. Moving on to mountain bike, we had a very good run, very good 2 weekends in a row in Canada with the two World Cups, Mount St. Anne and Bromont, for our Canadian athletes. Notably, Catherine Pendrell winning the Mount St. Anne World Cup event, and Jeff Kabush finishing third in that event. So very good rides there. Very good rides by Batty and Gagne in the U23 categories as well. In Bromont, the week afterwards, we had the basically inverted results. So Catherine Pendrell finishing third in women's elite mountain bike cross-country event, and Kabush winning his first win in the World Cup series of his career. Very good win by Jeff, placing him now, after that win, seventh in the individual standings and sixth in our nation standings because of that ride. Catherine, on the other hand, has, because of the great rides that she's been having, she's sitting in second on GC, so individual classification as far as UCI points are concerned, and we are ranked first in women's cross-country elite nation. Moving on to paracycling. In July, we had a competition in Piacenza, Italy, where we sent our best athletes leading up to World Championships to get used to the style and racing of European racing. Notably, we had some good results from Marc Breton in the LC1 category, finishing third in the road race. And again in the road race, finishing third was a tandem of Chalifour and Cloutier. In the hand cycling categories, Rico Morneau had some great rides, finishing first in the Omnium events, comprised of basically the time trial and road events. And Shauna White finished second in the individual time trial, again in the hand cycling category. So great rides by our paracycling athletes, who are in final preparation for World Championships that will be held in Bologna, Italy, in early September. So moving on, coming up with the other events that are coming up, international events where we'll have great representation, are the Mountain Bike World Championships that will be held in early September as well in Canberra, Australia. So that, coming up as well is the World Road Championships that will be held in Mendrisio, Switzerland. The final team selection will be made on the September 14th. So that pretty much concludes the podcast for August 17th. Stay tuned for other podcasts coming up in the next few weeks. Thank you.